Alright, so this is really a game I don't really need to show off because Rogue did a pretty good job of it, but I felt I wanted to basically show it off because I want to basically show off, like, something that he sort of, like, I guess didn't really test out a whole lot. And that's basically, like, just sending stairs in this game. But whatever. This is Inversion of Control. So, I have great pleasure of introducing my entrant into the annual 70RL 2011 competition. Experience the Pet Master Dungeon, mind-swapping extravaganza, simulator, and exciting unwanted bugs for you to discover. To set the scene, we have one dungeon, one adventure, one pet, and a host of baddies. Okay, sounds dull and boring, right? The difference is that you get to play the pet, not the adventurer. So your job is to keep your adventurer alive long enough to get to the bottom of the dungeon. How do you do this? Well, you have a unique bond in mind, and you can communicate to him with simple requests, and he will do the same for you. Your master will wander around searching the dungeon for nasties and items, and will smartly decide what to do. If you lose track of him, you can always use the nose to locate him or other dungeons of the dungeon. But your most important talent is the ability to temporarily gain control of your master. Swapping minds, if you will. This is where you get to control your master, and he gets to control you. So basically, you swap. Kind of like, Tales of Magiel style, but whatever. Alright, so swapping minds. Press tab to swap conscious with your master. You have access to many more commands when as your master. You cannot swap minds without a rest in between, and you can only control your master for a short time. Press O to open the order menu for communication and smell. Animals can use their sense of smell to track their master and to detect the path of enemies. Press S to toggle smell. So here's the races. You have the dog, slightly quick walker, good unarmed combat, slightly tougher than a cat, good sense of smell. The cat is a quick walker. It's alright at unarmed combat. It starts with a secondary scratch attack, so basically it has 2 attacks. The dwarf excels at fighting with axes and clubs. Slightly slower walker, gains secondary attacks quickly. The human is good at all fighting skills, slightly higher health regeneration rate. And the elf excels at ranged combat, slightly quicker walker, gains secondary attacks slowly, and starts with a bow. So each of these, characters basically all have their own different intrinsics to them, so that's cool. Let's see here. So I think I may want to go with, the dog and perhaps, It will go dog and elf just to start off with. Or maybe I might go cat and dwarf. That would be fun too. We'll see. Now, before I actually start, there's actually a reason I'm basically still in this menu here. So I'll note that basically there's something very interesting about this game because it's basically got a changelog because it's been updated several times. So we got several versions here and stuff like that. And I noticed that basically there's this options thing here. And this option basically lets us to control the game screen size basically when we basically play the game. So if I want to, I can have the 800 by 600 screen size for this game here. So if I just basically press Inversion of Control here, basically that's the size right there basically. So hooray for that. But let's just say I want to have something a bit more proper, right? So let's go 1920 by 1080, and we'll go full screen 1. We're gonna save as options 2. And the reason I'm saying that, saving that as options 2, by the way, is because we're going to rename this to default options. And we'll rename this basically to options. And if I press Inversion of Control here. Alright, so now this should be like in full screen mode. And also basically if I well, when I basically jump into it, it'll be like let's just do this. So start. Let's go with cat. So Davian, and we'll go dwarf, and we'll go fuxa. And yeah, notice that basically this is what it basically looks like if you do this. So that's why I basically show it off basically to start with. You can basically full screen this game. Though I'll note that one problem with this game is that basically has a very small thing here. So probably won't do this, but you get the idea. Okay, how do you quit this? So quit, Alt F4. Someone forgot to put key bindings or something for quitting. Let's see here. Quit is capital Q apparently. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's press capital Q, and yes, we want to quit. By the way, I commit suicide. The dwarf drives a loading dungeon, blah blah. So escape to quit. Alright, so got it. That's the stuff I used to show off, what that basically looks like. So let's do this. We're gonna go to rename this basically just to options. I would actually use that mode, by the way, if it actually scaled things, but it doesn't. So I'm not gonna basically worry about it. So whatever. All right, let's just go here. Scene 2. We'll go to window capture, and I'll speak to Cornish here for a moment. So be right back. All right then. Well, that was fun. I don't know why this is basically like this is right here, but whatever. Let's see here. We'll actually scale this properly over here. Alright, let's just see if it's actually working properly or not. So alright, so this is actually working properly. That's interesting. Let's just move this over here a little bit. I'll note that the screen size for this one is actually kind of big, so we can actually sort of play it on my monitor with 800, 600 pixels, but whatever. Let's see here. So we're gonna go dog, and I will be DFuxa, and we'll make ourselves basically play with the elf here. So you'll be the master. Alright, so welcome to Inversion of Control. And basically looking at this, it looks like a very traditional dungeon with the pet and master relationship. But as it basically stated in a 70 URL, there's basically both you and the master here. So it's not just the one guy here. And before we do anything else, let's just go here. I'm actually gonna switch here to the scene here. I'm actually gonna go and get my keybinds basically out here because there's so much space to look at. So let's do this. And it's something I know about Core MMO. It usually has these very in-depth keybinds you have to sort of pay attention to. So basically I have 6 point tab, spell S, arrow keys and numpad for move. Weight is 5. We have item interaction, so show inventory of I, fire weapon with F, that's based for the master stuff. Throw item with T, drop item with D, drink potion with Q, pick up item with G. We can close doors apparently with C and direction. Commands, look around, message history, quit, help, character, and on screen. Alright, so let's get to this then, shall we? Alright, so going around in this dungeon, by the way, you notice that the master basically does his own thing, so we basically just follow around with him. Now, if I press S, by the way, you can actually see his sort of smell trail, kind of like an ant. So for those who ever play Ant, basically that's the sort of idea here. And much like other games like Coromon, he basically has this sort of pop display when you basically meet something. So This is a goblin, a small skinny green goblin with a long pointed nose. Smells bad. For more information, use the look command. Wow, we can see like the red scent trail of like the goblin there, so. Did Master smack me for some reason? Alright, well, I didn't realize that you could be hit by like friendly fire in this game, but okay. So yeah, note that the master can actually hit you if you're not careful. Master fires, Master smacks you, free damage. Stupid Master, you're not supposed to hit your own dog, but whatever. Got another goblin over here, apparently. Alright, now, note that basically up here, it basically says like mine clear. Not why it basically says mine clear, that's basically, that's when you can basically take control of your master if you want to at least do stuff. Though right now he's basically doing a pretty good job, like, pick up stuff himself, so. We'll let him do that. Potion of poison, so I guess that's for throwing. Alright, so this is a skeleton. A long dead humanoid brought back from death for a sinister purpose. For more information, use the look command. And apparently, like, Z is for skeletons, apparently. Interesting. Alright, so here's a skeleton, is wounded, unarmed, press M for more. Alright, so, basically there's objects on the floor, there's a skeleton, and the floor is just like, look at the skeleton. So, here's basically like, what it looks like when you use like the look command, so. You basically get like a brief description of what they basically look like, so you get their hit points, their armor class, their speed, their movement, their sight. You can see their skills, so this guy's basically skilled in everything except for ranged. He's hostile. And it's like an everything like, about like, Cormon's games. Usually they have like this like sort of like, state where like, they could be hostile, they could be like, friendly or like, neutral or whatever. By the way, you can see this guy's attack, so he's normal hit, damage 2, special attacks none. He's got a critical kick, multiplier times 2, special attack none. Let's look at the elf here. So here's our master. Master's basically a tall, lithe humanoid with elvish features and sharp eyes. He's got an armor class of 3, he's got speed of 10, he's got movement of 11, he's got sight of 8, so he's got a little bit more sight than like, the skeleton. He's got experience of 4, level 0. He's got some counter skills, but he's best at ranged attacks. So basically I want this guy to be like, at range for the most part. His state is set to water because I haven't really like, stayed on him to do anything else, so whatever. He's got normal, hit, damage free, special attack none. He's got critical slap, multiplier times 2, special attack none. And then there's me right here. Here's the dog. So I'm basically a dog. I've got 12 HP. I've got AC of 3. I've got speed of 10, movement of 11. So yeah, basically as fast as the elf here. I've got sight of 8, so I see just as far as like the elf does. I've got smell of 5, so basically I can only see like 5 tiles before like I can't smell things. I've got experience of 4. And yeah, note that, by the way, this is a game that actually has like experience, but it's not shared, so you have to basically individually like get your experience basically up. We do have some unarmed skills, but we're not like spectacular or anything like that, so just watch out for that. Normal bite, damage 2, special attack none. I got critical chew, multiplier times 2, all this stuff. And how do I stop looking? Is it L? Guess so. Now, not by if I really want to, I can like start kite these guys around, so that's a thing. This is a zombie. This hunted creature stinks of rotten decay. For more information, use the look command. Okay, so apparently like skeletons and zombies are like the same like letter for some reason. So okay. So there's a zombie. It basically has a sight of 6, so I can't really see that far, but whatever. Okay. Alright, well. I think he killed a zombie there, so I didn't get any experience, but oh well. Alright, there's our master basically doing his thing, so he's just going to walk around a little bit here. So, I'll note that sometimes this guy says stuff, so the master says, "We must eliminate the foul creatures that inhabit this place." There's a staircase down. Come to me, I need you! There's a goblin over here. I never actually looked at the goblin, so let's just look at him. Alright, so here's basic green goblin. They only have like 4 HP, 1 AC. They have like skills and everything, but you know, they can't really do much of anything, so whatever. There's another zombie up here. So there's a zombie. It's currently got 6 of 9 HP basically left. I don't want my master hitting me, right? So. Ooh! So, you saw basically right there his fruit is poison, so yeah, basically that's how, you know, the AI is actually smart enough to do stuff like that. Now, if I want to communicate to basically, like, you know, stay here, so, say, woof woof. Master says, I trust your instincts. So Master equips his bow. Master, of course, fires at me because he's basically an idiot. I bite the goblin. My headset, you know, shuts off from him, but whatever. The goblin misses me. Alright, so the goblin basically died there, so yay, we got some experience basically killing this guy off. So let's communicate. We're going to want, you know, help over here, so. Woof woof! Okay, the zombie does actually hurt me a little bit here, so let's watch out for that, but whatever. Master chops the zombie for free damage, apparently. And apparently it's like zombies still going after me, so let's watch out for that, but whatever. Oops! Apparently this guy can hit for like, you know, 6 damage. That's good to know. Alright, well, that's basically our first run with, like, you know, Inversion of Control, so. That gives you a pretty good, like, you know, understanding of basically how, like, the game sort of works there. Alright, let's just see here. I actually do want to do a proper, like, you know, run, so. Let's see here. Before I actually, like, you know, jump back into this, I will note that there is, like, a tile set for this, so. Maybe I'll show that off next. So we'll go to tile mode. And we're just going to go start. And by the way, there's a manual in here if you want to basically read a manual. So basically, here's like, you know, the, you know, just basically over again, all the information from like the README, so to speak, the manual. Okay, start. We're going to go with cat this time. And I'll be DFuxa the cat. We'll go with dwarf. You can be master. Alright, so here's basically a tiled version of this game. And you notice that the tile set basically is like, you know, very reminiscent of like other games that like, you know, Coromon has basically done. So, yes. Alright, let's see here. So, Your master sent into a holy ground, your adventure begins. So let's just watch our master do stuff. So don't keep me waiting, get over here. There's a goblin apparently. Now I suppose this would be like where it'd be useful to have like the bigger sort of like radius space to do stuff. I do want to say it basically looks very nice having like HP bars though, so that's nice. You look tired. Let's rest. Yeah, no, by the way, this guy will actually rest by the way, so you can actually see like he's resting right now to like heal up. There's mind clear. Okay, set the water again, so that's fine. So Master hacks the goblin, it dies. So Master can hit pretty damn hard. Master grumbles apparently. Got some dwarf ale this guy did, so hooray for that. Now I went up by there's like smell trails for this guy as well, but unlike the cat doesn't have anywhere near the sort of like ability to like look at that sort of stuff as like the dog did, so I got smell range of 3 as opposed to 5. Though I guess they will have like more sight here, so that's cool. We have movement of like 12, speed of 10. Now I just realized something by the way, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can see pretty far, I guess, here. But am I actually seeing like like far enough? I guess if it was this like sort of setup. See, this is where it's actually good to actually have like bigger like sort of like fields of view sometimes for like just like tile say I guess. Here we kill off this guy. Oh! The master threw dwarf ale. The dwarf ale hits the goblin. The goblin's bleeding. You are bleeding. You are bleeding. I think I'm about to die. Splat! You die. Well, the master decided to kill me there. So, hooray for master. He's a very good master. Alright, well, let's just like, properly do this I guess this time around. So, I'm just gonna like increase the screen size here a little bit so I can actually like properly see that. So, let's just go. We'll try this. Why not? We'll go 1920 by 1080. This may not come out right. We'll see. Hopefully, it looks fine. Save this. We're gonna use the tile set again. Actually, I don't have the thing up yet, right? So let's do this. And I should actually probably test this to make sure it's actually like playing properly, but whatever. Let's just like do a quick little thing here. We're just gonna go dog. I'm just gonna do like test thing here. And yeah, note that basically if I like full screen it and like have it like big like this, I actually have like a lot more view basically of what I'm actually doing. So this looks a lot better. There's a goblin. I was getting myself killed here for a moment, so kill me. Oh, there's a zombie, what they look like over here, so kill me! Okay, there we go, we're done. Alright, I'm just gonna like, quickly like see if like this like, record properly, and then we'll like, just go from there, so be right back. Alright, just did a quick check, so it does look like if it recorded properly there, so hooray for that. So I guess like if you want to do these options, it's perfect for the tile mode, not really for the ASCII, but that's fine. Okay, let's go to like tile mode again. Let's go start. We'll play with like the dog again. Let's just call us Bark. Let's go with the human this time around, and we'll go Master. Bark and Master. So here's basically like the human and the dog. The two goblins come into play here. And a zombie. Alright, so this is like a good indication where you want to be very careful because basically, like, the zombie's like, gonna mess up my master if he's like, like not capable of like, killing him. Because like, this guy's only got, let's see here. I can't really see what this guy has equipped, so that's a thing. But whatever. Oh, there's our inventory. Right now, basically, the master's only got like a crew club equipped, so I'm not really sure it's gonna be very useful against like, a zombie. But whatever. Okay, let's see here. What's this open communication? We're gonna go. Follow me, I guess. He threw a knife at the goblin. That's not useful. Alright, this is where we have to tell the master basically, like, yeah, let's rest a bit. So, by note that you can, like, do it yourself. So, don't move, stay here, leave me, help, come. Right. Let's rest for a bit. We'll heal up here a little bit, so hooray! Nope, there's a skeleton coming into view. Enough resting, follow me! Yeah, it kind of hurt a little bit. Let's rest a bit more. Isn't resting fun? Now, I'm not sure if Sewer Jack was basically done before or after this game, but I'll note that there's basically an error of 70-year-old that Corman did call Sewer Jack, and it's basically usually the same tile set as this. Ooh, he picked up insanely strong dwarf ale. Now, I don't think humans can use insanely strong dwarf ale very well, but whatever. But I know that it's still guarding an area, so let's just like, tell him to come, like, come here. Right, so he's gonna come over here. He'll pick up that up right there. The darkness never ends. Alright, set the water now, so you're gonna see a lot more of like this guy's like ability to like, sort of like, do stuff. Now, I'll note that I think like Chroma basically uses the same like sort of like engine where he basically like makes his like 70-year-old. So there's actually like another like 70-year-old that Chroma basically did have a plan to show off at some point. Come here. Nope, he threw that at him. Come bark, I have use of you. So here, follow me. Help. Do. Start off a smell trail for now. Now, it's probably worth knowing, by the way, Chroma actually does, like, a lot of, like, 70-year-olds that are basically based in the Warhammer universe, so I have to wonder if, like, this game is basically also based in the Warhammer universe or not. Look where you're fighting there. Probably Goblin. Do. Come! There we go. You got a hand axe, a bow, and a curing potion. No problem. The human here can like use the bow as well. So if I used to go back to like his like stuff here, basically the master has like the ability to actually use ranged attacks. So he's not like as like useless as the elephant in that sort of department. So gonna dwarf by the way as well. They can use like the crossbow or whatever. What will we find? There's the way down. The darkness never ends, you know. Alright, so note that when he's basically saying, like, you know, come back, I have use for you. That basically is like telling you that he's basically ready to go. Now, I'll note that when, like, you know, Rogue was basically like doing like his like playthrough of the game, he like was having trouble like his like master not like following him down the stairs. I'm not going to basically have like the master like next to like this and the pet next to you, they can basically like, you know, go down together. So basically that's how it works. And yep, there's a Skaven. So this is definitely another game basically based off the Warhammer universe. So this is a Skaven. These ratmen live under human cities, plotting in the dark. For more information, use the command. So okay. So Skaven, the ratmen. So basically it's got 12 HP, it's got 2 AC, 10 speed, 10 movement, 8 sight. It's got very good range, but very poor, like, you know, axes, clubs, or pole arms. Good arm, unarmed, okay swords. Someone should tell the Vermintide, like, you know, people that Skaven have poor, like, you know, pole arm ability, but whatever. Oh! Apparently he's gonna use his bow to basically, like, you know, attack me, so, ow. Uh-oh! There's some stuff around here. We got a Rotter. So, a human given itself to the Chaos God. For more information, use the command. So, there's a Rotter. So, that guy's basically got no range, but he does have, like, you know, fairly decent, like, you know, attacks and stuff like that. The Rotter hits me for a little bit of damage. Hey, I got some experience. So you sense a smell goes stronger, your armor attack base increases, so that's basically a thing. Hooray for that. We should focus our attacks, I guess. Oh, I should tell him to run. So, run! Oh, he died. So, he got slashed by, like, you know, the Rotter and he died, so unfortunately, we're not going to live this adventure, I guess. Oh, look at that. So, a goblin pokes me and I like, go blind. So, basically, the goblins have a special ability to make you go blind. That's good to know. By the way, if I'm blind, I guess we can't, like, sniff these guys, or yes, I can. So, you can see their smell trails as I'm, like, you know, blind here. So, even though I was blind, I was able to basically, like, sniff these guys a little bit. And there we go, I die. Alright, so, basically, yeah, that's basically, like, you know, something to know about these guys. But before I just, like, you know, end this here, we'll go back in here one more time. So, let's go this one more time. And, let's go with the dwarf, I guess. Blah. I just want to show that basically, like, you know, if you, like, go down the staircase, you can get this guy to basically follow you and stuff like that, so. Goblin over here. Yeah, note basically if you go down a staircase like this, and, well, this is going to be a bad example of it, but, note basically just like what was basically happening with Rogue, you basically go down a staircase, and, like, you know, if his master wasn't next to him, he wouldn't be able to follow him. So, if this basically has to press tab, oh, I can't, I swap it, I'm not actually ready, so, that's an issue. And these guys are pretty fast, apparently. Mine is clear now. Okay, so, basically when like, you have this like this, you can press tab, and it'll actually like send you over here. There's a lot of stuff trying to kill us. And there we go. Note, by the way, even though like the dwarf is still alive there, because like, you know, the dog basically took a hit, it basically died first. Alright, so, I know that's just basically inversion of control. I actually really like this idea of like a game, though I'll know at the same time this game's also really hard to play because basically when you get to like the second level, I find it's like it's way too difficult to basically fight stuff. But whatever. That's basically inversion control. There's gonna be like another one of these like, you know, sort of like, you know, master pet relationship type of games, but It's not one where you have to basically worry about like defending yourself as much. Alright, so hope you guys basically enjoyed that, and take care.